Hi there. You're about to enjoy the Chronicles of Tom and Jamie.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Mann.
Hi guys, my name's Annabelle Knight.
Hello, this is Becky Baldwin.
Hello, I'm Chesney.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Braden from Say We Can Fly.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Daniel from Tenside. I sing for the band.
Hi, this is Honey from Tenside. I'm the drummer of the band. Today we're here with the Chronicles of Podcast, together with Tom and Jamie, having a great time.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the 119th edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And these right here are the Chronicles of Tenside. It is I, the bearded brummy Jamie, and joining me as always this week, this handsome fella right here.
It's Scotsman Tom. Hello everybody. Welcome back for another fun-filled and entertaining week. And welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast. Hit it!
Ladies and gentlemen, this week we are bringing you two very special guests. This week's guests are a member of an incredible German metalcore band who, quite frankly, deserve to be on the top of any bill that they are playing on. Here to talk all about their brand new record, Come Alive Dying, and so much more. This week we play another game of Jamie trying not to offend his guests of his terrible pronunciations and names, because we are joined by Daniel Kuhlemann and Johannes Jorg as we bring you the Chronicles of Tenside.
What's up?
Was I close? Was I at least close?
Pretty close, yeah.
Yes, I'll take
Good
close.
job,
That's
dude.
fine. I'll
Good
take
job.
close. As long as you're not, that was terrible, I'm out of here. No. We're good.
And how's your day been, guys? So far, how's your Tuesday been?
So far, so good. A little busy, but yeah, I'm alright. So can't complain.
Yeah, is that for the music side of things or just life admin?
Yeah, just in general. I mean, I'm a little bit tired. It's already late in Germany. But it's alright. So I will find some rest afterwards. No worries.
So sorry. It's because Jamie here has children, so he has to put them to bed first. That's why we always go so late. Otherwise, he won't get left alone, and we'll have to have random kids chatting the way through the interviews and whatnot. So yeah.
Easy.
So I apologize. I know you're an hour ahead, so we do apologize massively, but we
It's
appreciate
all
it.
good. It's all good, man.
How about you, honey? Are you okay?
Yeah, we chatted a bit before we recorded the podcast. I'm doing all right. It's a bit rough at work at the moment. The stuff that I'm doing besides playing music with the other guys. But other than that, I'm doing great.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
I'm a salesman, actually.
Okay.
I work on trade fairs and sell stainless steel bottles to people.
Ah, okay. Well, say no more. The fact that you said you work as a salesman already makes me go, yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, gentlemen, before we talk all things Tenside, take us back right to the beginning, back to the days of youth when you were growing up. What did you want to be when you were growing up? We'll start off with you, honey.
To be honest, I think in preschool, I did want to become an engineer of some sort. But as soon as I picked up the drumsticks, I think I started when I was 12 or 13 because my dad was a drummer. And I always wanted to be like him. Since I picked up the drumsticks, there was basically no other option than to tour full time and make music as much as possible.
Nice. What about yourself, Daniel? Oh, sorry.
I come a long way. It's not the end of the road. There is some stuff to reach for sure, but I think we're doing good for the moment.
To be honest, I never had one of those wishes like I want to become a soccer player or whatever. For some reason, I never had. And then there was this day when I was like really young and my parents were in holidays, and my older brother, he brought me to a Rage Against the Machine concert when I was still a child. And I've watched this concert beside of the front of house guy, behind the barrier, because at this point I was just a small little dude. And yeah, I watched this show, and basically this changed my life. And from this day on, I wanted to become a musician, actually. And I never worked something else beside of music industry or making music. Um, and yeah, here I am still doing it. And yeah, that's my story.
That's amazing. I love the fact that both of you, really young, were like, no, this is what I want to do. I want to do music. And the fact that you got to see Rage Against the Machine as a small child feels slightly inappropriate, but amazing at the same time. But where you say like you're influenced by your dad and you're influenced by your brother, is that where that love for music came from them, or was it from out? Did you discover it on your own?
Definitely. My dad had a huge record collection, which in hindsight I didn't really admire back then. Like he it felt kind of like a torture to listen to all this nowadays you call it dad rock.
That's my job.
But once you turn a certain age, I think there's like a switch inside your body that automatically turns you into liking dad rock. And it feels a bit weird, but now I'm listening to all the bands my dad used to listen to when I was young. And I think that kind of got me into music because music was in our house, basically in every room, 24 hours a day. And my best friend back in the day, he had an older brother that introduced us to Korn and all those bands and Slipknot and Deftones. So I had the chance to really get into that kind of music from a pretty young age on. And his older brother used to play in a band already. And so being around band dudes, even if they're not famous or something, that definitely helped to shape what I want to do in the future.
That's amazing. What about yourself, Daniel? Was it your brother's influence for you or elsewhere?
When it comes to heavy music, definitely, because my mom is a classical singer, and I also have a lot of music background in my family from uncle and aunt and so on. All of them played music in bands or in orchestras, or there's still some family music background. And my mom told me like all the time that she's happy about when one kid would start to make music. So my brother also played a little in the younger years, but I finally managed to become a musician, and it just feels all right, man. So I'm okay with that. Music is the biggest thing for me since I'm a kid. In every mode I have every day, and I can't live without music. So yeah, that's the main thing. So yeah.
That's incredible. Did your mum teach you how to sing? Or did you teach yourself?
No, because as you can imagine, like it's a tough thing if your mom is singing classical stuff and
Yeah.
and you come up with all those heavy bands like screaming and yelling like crazy. And that was quite a challenge at this time. But finally, I earned some respect after the years.
Okay, good.
And yeah, so I'm well accepted now in the family. So
Yeah, good. I should bloody well hope so as well, mother.
I just want to hear you and your mom have like a sing-off now. She's like classical, just screaming.
Yeah.
That's how you settle arguments in this family.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But what was the point though where you went from being a fan of music and loving it to actually wanting to go out and play it and do it for a living? Because both you're saying both your parents are musicians. Was it seeing them being like, if they can do it, I can do it?
I actually never saw my dad play live because he was like in Germany there's this weird dance music culture where you have like a cover band that does like all the smash hits from the different decades, and my dad used to play in one of those, and they were like pretty famous in like hotel party, and in Germany we would say Festzelt, like beer garden kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he mostly played at night, and mostly played far away as like kind of an extra attraction for Northern German people or Austrian people. That's why I never got to see him to play with his band, but I for sure watched him countless times in our basement play the drums.
So what was it then that made you go, do you know what, I'm going to do this?
I think just the energy that you get from the first couple of live DVDs that were a big thing back then. I mean, you basically try to watch every video that came out, and I recently read an article about Korn's Asylum DVD and how far ahead of time it was with the crazy menu it had and all the secret stuff you could find on it. And I actually do have a copy of this at my home. Yeah, I purchased it back then, and somehow it made it through every move I did in my life. And I haven't watched it for like at least 10 years, I think. And I recently just put it in my Xbox. I'm glad that I have something that can play DVDs. That's I think the main point that got me into wanting to play songs live. The energy, all the people around you, the screaming, the people that really dig your music. That was the main driving point, I think.
That's awesome. I remember that DVD. Me and my friends used to quote something from that DVD all the time. I remember. I remember it says it was head. He was like, "Oh, you knocked over my beer." Yes, yes, yes. I just unlocked a memory from about 15, 20 years ago. My God. What about yourself, Daniel? What made you decide you want to sing? Teenage rebellion against your mom?
A little bit of this for sure, but I mean, I've also watched shows from my mom back in the days when I was younger, and I remember being at a bigger concert also with my mom at Olympic Hall in Munich, watching different kind of bands and things. And then when the time was right, I've started with different instruments to just learn one. And I started with keys, but that wasn't the right thing for me. And tried a couple of things. And then my brother and myself, we got a drum set, actually. And we shared this drum set. And at this time, I've started to had drum lessons in music school beside of my normal school. And I had a lot of fun playing drums, actually. And my brother, or my older brother, he was on the run with a few friends, and they built the first band, you know. And then he took the drum set from at home to another rehearsal space, and we've lost the drum set which we had at home. And at this point, I was quite like, okay, what the fuck? Then I stopped playing drums, so I want to have a guitar now. And my parents were already a little bit sick and tired of me asking for another instrument again. So I had this little backup money from my grandmom, which was planned to get my first driving license later. But I've spent the money for a guitar amp and a guitar. So. And I remember this day because my dad told me like, yo, it's your money, so you decide now. It's the car license later or the guitar with the amp now. It's your decision. So I took the guitar and started playing guitar and actually formed my first own band. Yeah. And yeah, the rest is history. So I just did backing vocals at this time, and then later become the singer of the next band and so on. Like, and yeah, and that's how I end up in Tenside. So
Amazing. Best decision ever made, that is, right there.
Yeah, I hope so, bro.
No, definitely. Trust me when we start getting to this.
I mean, I still got the car license, you know, so no worries.
Yeah,
there you go.
I still own one, even if I see the red light all the time. So, I mean, it's true, yo. So I'm not fucking around. So ask Honey. I have bad luck when it comes to this. Like,
I feel there's a story here for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's countless times. Daniel could be on time, should be on time, would be on time if the fucking car wouldn't break down all the time. It's like, sometimes when we have to get up really, really early for rehearsals, or if a tour bus picks us up early in the morning, I do have to make some wake up calls because Daniel's afraid he might oversleep.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes I give him a call in the early morning, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm awake. I was already under the shower. I'm making my way to Munich. I'll be there on point, promise." And like 30 minutes later, it's just like another alarm clock. There's a message from Daniel. Yo, dude, my car broke down. I'm on the way to the repair shop, get it fixed. I try to be on time. So after a lot of times, you get used to it, and somehow we in the end we always make it on time.
yeah, somehow.
What you need to do, Dan, now is just leave the day early, the day before, because then you'll get there. Just leave the day before. Then if it breaks down, you've still got the whole of the other day to like get it sorted.
I just think musicians have bad luck with cars. The amount of musicians I know or spoke to are just vans breaking down all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible, man. I remember like the last day of the Killswitch Engage tour we did a couple of years ago. And on the last day of the tour, our nightliner broke down like, I think 2 or 3 hours before the final show, the last show. And then the crazy thing, so we finally managed to get to the venue by tons of other cars. I can't remember anymore. Like, did we get an exchange bus or?
Yeah, there was like we've been traveling together with the Revocation guys that also had a support slot on that tour, and our nightliner broke down that we shared, and we were waiting next to the highway for a different bus that was going to pick us up, and
it was kind of a holiday bus.
It was a holiday bus. Yeah, it was. It was like one of those buses that gets you to your holiday. So with no beds and stuff, just seating, like 40 seats for like 10 people. And that bus took us to on time to the show in Nuremberg. And after the show, we had to go by taxi to our actual tour bus. That was parked at some place where they tried to fix it. And as soon as we got into the taxi off from the venue, the guys from Killswitch Engage wrote us that their tour bus actually broke down as well. So they were stranded in Nuremberg and had to catch their flights in Frankfurt.
Fucking hell.
That's a nightmare.
Two buses in one day. That was kind of funny, kind of sad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, touring and traveling with a band is like, it's always a nightmare, if you ask me. Like, you come in situations you can't even imagine.
It's almost like there's somebody going around like fucking with the buses. It's like somebody's like, do you know what I mean? Someone's following tours where I'm going, I know what I do, and starts fucking with the wires and fucks up.
I think there is an actual security check for every tour bus before it leaves on the road. And there's just one guy in each tour bus company that takes care of getting bands into trouble. Yeah. It's like a certified job. Making sure some wires are hanging off or what.
Insane.
Yeah.
So we should talk about Tenside. I was doing my research and I saw the band's been going since 2004. Is that right?
It's 2005, actually.
2005. I do apologize.
Yeah.
But did I read somewhere that in your first year you won a contest to play in front of 2,500 people? Is that right?
Yeah, this is right. Yeah,
that's insane.
And it's like, yeah, actually. So I went to school at this point, and we have this huge radio station in South Germany, which is called Antenne Bayern, and they are quite famous, and they made a school band kind of contest. And yeah, so I did it for my school with my band. And yeah, for some reason we made it into the finals, and then we had some radio interviews, and people could vote for the band, and you got some real radio plays. I mean, at this time, it was actually the first time to be on a media control major radio platform. And at this point, we just had the first real single done, which were out at this time made in a real studio and everything. And yeah, we finally won it and made it under the first three, if I remember right. And the prize for it was this big show, which took place at Zeppelinfeld in Nuremberg also. This is the same place where Rock im Park takes place in Germany, one of the major festivals. And yeah, the only boring thing was that you only could play 3 or 4 songs, if I remember that right. But it was funny. Let's call it like this.
How old are you if you were still in school?
I'm sorry?
How old are you if you were still in school?
Right now?
No, when this happened.
Oh, I think I was 18 at this time.
Fuck. 18 years old playing in front of that many people in the first year. That is insane.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this all was just a crazy start at this age, you know, like. But for some reason, it was like the first kick into this direction where this all takes place. So yeah,
that's insane. But obviously, Johannes, you didn't join the band till 2018, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. The first January in 2018. I switched jobs to the job where I am currently and switched bands on the same day.
On the same day?
Yeah.
Okay, now what a busy day that was. But
it was quite a busy day, yeah.
So how did you end up joining the band?
I think we all know us longer than I'm playing in the band. Our bass player Johannes, he had a different band back then that used to play a lot of shows with my former band I was in, and Michael, our guitarist, he had a former band before Tenside as well, which used to play a lot of shows with the bands Johannes were in and the band I was in. So I think Daniel hit me up when Flo, the former drummer of Tenside, decided to leave the band. It was like not on short notice. It was like a planned exit, if you want to call it that way. He just wanted to stop playing music, and so we all had time to adapt to that. And then I basically learned 5 songs. There were like other people in a pool of possible drummer options. When I learned the songs, I think I wasn't the best in learning the songs, but I used to manage. I managed to come with the guys to do a bit of drum tacking and just being on the road with all of them, just to see if it's the right vibe and if I can work on drumming later. And somehow it worked out, and here I am. Nobody kicked me out until today, so I think I'm good.
I was gonna say until today. That exclusive on this interview.
We all have seen Jay Weinberg just got an email, so it can end up being that way at some point.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Where did the Tenside name come from? I'm always intrigued. I know this question's really boring because so many people ask it, but I'm always intrigued as to how you got there rather than, where the name came out. So where did the Tenside name come from?
I mean, we were like really young at this point, and so what's the right word for Latin, honey?
you told me what Tenside is about when I started playing with you guys, but I can't remember. It's something chemical. I think it's when chemicals react, and
Okay.
that when chemicals react, there's like forces turning up and like punches against each other.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but that's what stuck
Yeah.
to my mind.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
sorry, Daniel, go on.
Yeah, that's quite right. Yeah, so that's where it came from, and yeah, we still stick with the name, so it's all good. Yeah.
No, it's great. I just wasn't sure if you're big fans of dodecahedrons. That was all. So,
Yeah.
you know, a 10-sided shape. That was all I want to know. That's all I want to. I'm always intrigued as to how people come up with these names, because obviously there's so many bands out there now.
Yeah.
So many that obviously at some point someone's going to either have the same name or whatever, and everyone's already taken other bits and pieces. So it's just on the journey how you got there.
Yeah, mostly it's like free for all those metalcore bands. It's like mostly bands with 3 words in it, and
Yeah. Yeah.
like
There's a certain types of eras for band names. I mean, there was this king kind of era, fit for a king, the fit for era with fit for a king, fit for an autopsy, and all the other bands.
Yeah.
Then there was like at some point there was like an Atlantis era, where Lower Than Atlantis, and all these Atlantis bands popped up.
It's so true though.
Yeah.
But it obviously it's insanely hard to do the same, to name anything. I think we struggled with this podcast for ages. So I think it's the point where it's like, oh, well, someone's taking that sounds shit. I don't like the idea of this. Someone could take the piss out of that. So actually finding that name. So I think Tenside's a great name. It sounds Japanesey to me.
Yeah, why
Could
not?
be.
I mean, thing is, like, so the truth is, I still remember, even if this is like years back, that I was sure about that the band name has to be just one word, not 3, not more, not like this whole sentence kind of naming, or like, yeah. And I'm glad we did it like this, because Tenside, it's all right, man. It's just one word. It fits well. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So how did you find your style then? What made you want to go down the metalcore road?
Well, I mean, I would say as a musician or playing metal, I mean, we tried different things. We sound totally different now than we did back then. It's a whole journey becoming a better musician. I mean, basically that's the whole story. And like people asking like all the time, why is the new stuff sounding like this and why is the old stuff sounding like this? But the answer to me is simple: because you grow, not only as a human being, you grow as a musician. And this is the thing. So we don't want to do the same album twice. It's always a challenge for us to create a record. It takes a huge amount of effort. And yeah, we're super proud of those new songs we've created. And even if people trying to tell us, yo, this is metalcore, or this is modern metal, or this is already hard rock, or even if people saying this is dead rock, whatever, man, as long as somebody likes the music we've created, I'm happy with it, because we make music for ourselves.
Yeah.
And if there are people out there, they like to listen to it, then I'm very thankful for this. But yeah, I hope I explained this well.
No, absolutely. As soon as, because I listened to the album before I wanted to get you guys, oh my God, it blew me away. It's fucking phenomenal. I'm not just saying it because you're here, but like as soon as that first track went, I was like, oh, it's just right on my alley. Yeah, perfect. And every track is just a banger after banger after banger.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, not at all. So it's fuck those people that are like, oh, you've changed your style. Oh, you've like, okay, great. Well, just get over it and get on with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
get the record.
Yeah.
I get it though, because although a completely different style of music, my favorite band's Kiss, and no two Kiss records sound the same. Like they've tried loads of different sounds and eras and looks over the years, because you've got to do it. You've got to stay fresh. You've got to keep yourself artistically challenged. So I completely get it.
100%.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah. And if you ask me, this is how a band can be there for decades, you know? Like this is the only chance. I mean, of course there are bands who found their style and they really sound like this and they're doing their records over and over again. And for some bands it might work, you know, but for other bands it's really different. And especially in the times we live now, almost everything is allowed. I mean, if you're listening to Sleep Token, for example, they bring in so many different styles of music, and in the end, it sounds amazing. It fits great, and a ton of people listening to it and coming to their shows, you know. So yeah,
absolutely. But you guys have had an incredible career to this point. Looking back at what you've done, supporting bands like Trivium, Soulfly, Killswitch Engage, like we talked about, playing Wacken and Summer Breeze Festival, things like that. What was it that got you to those opportunities? Was it a certain song that hit, or was it just that constant working and building your way up?
I would say definitely hard work as a band. We're still doing it, and we still love to play music together as friends because the vibe in our band is really a friendly one, and we treat each other very well. And yeah, as long as everybody wants to go in the same direction and put in the work, then sooner or later you get something out. I mean, this journey takes like super long and how shall I say? I mean, it's always a little bit of luck involved, if you ask me, and also a lot of business things these days. We are still a small band. We are still a self-managed band, and yeah, putting in all the work, you know. So
no, absolutely. Honey, how do you structure your songs then? Do you come in with, I've got this drum beat, do you want to check this out? Or is it the guitarists first that come in and go, I've got this riffs, you know? Or has Daniel gone, here's his lyrics, let's put some music to it? How do you structure your songs?
In a perfect world, I would have all the drums ready for future records and just lay it out. Say, that's the drums. You guys gotta adapt to it.
Keep dreaming, my friend.
But that's not how this works. Basically, Michael writes the majority of our music, including the drums for the most parts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Michael has, I don't know, a weird fetish about computer stuff and all the technical stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it took him like 6 months or so to adapt to my drumming. And all the demos he showed us after that time were like perfectly drumming wise. Like he analyzed what I love to do, the kind of fills I want to do, and he already throws them in there. So I basically have like almost next to no work at all, because like he's showing me something. He's like, listen to the drums. Is that what you want to do? Am I kind of right? And I listen to it and it's like, yeah, dude, it's spot on. I mean, I would change up the fill a bit, but basically it's spot on. I don't know what I do want to change. And for most of the times, I just change up like verses. Michael gives me like a pretty rough idea what he wants to sound the verse to be like. And then I'll take it home and just fiddle around with the drums and try to make it a bit more interesting than what he brought to the table. But basically, that's how we write songs. And Daniel has like a shitload of lyric sheets flying around at home, just basically waiting for the perfect moment to drop one of his lyrics on the songs. And that's basically it.
So is Michael like AI?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's pretty accurate. I've never met someone in my life before that
Yeah.
can like analyze people's like what they want to play, what they want to hear. And if you can throw 3 songs at him and tell him, hey, I think it would be fine if we in the future have a song that goes in that direction, and 100% I guarantee you 1 month, 2 months later, there is a song that is in his style, but aims directly where you were asking him to go. That's
Nice.
insane.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's fair enough to say that Mike is definitely the best musician in our band, 100% for sure. He's the mastermind behind all the instrumentals for our sound and for our band. He takes care of the recordings as an engineer and as a producer. And yeah, he's just a great brother and even better writer. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So your lyrics then, Daniel, are they personal to you? Are they story based? Like how do you write your songs?
I wouldn't say story based, so it's definitely personally for myself. And I took a lot of time this time to create lyrics for the new record, and I rewrote and rewrite so many words and lyrics, and like since we had so much more time for this record because of COVID, we put so much more time in every single song of the record, and that's why, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure that I have for every song on the record, I wrote 10 different main lines, choruses, whatever you want to call it, and throw it away again and again and again. And I'm pretty sure I did sometimes more than 10 different versions. And yeah, it was my personal own effort to make the best record to date with my band. And I'm still happy with the result. More singing, still screaming, of course, no worries. But those instrumentals we've created as a band, they just needed clean vocals, and it felt very good to me, to be honest. It's not that someone showed up and told us like, "Yo, Tenside needs to be a more clean singing thing now," or whatever. It's just what we have loved to do for those tracks, you know. So yeah.
Yes, it's you could definitely tell that a lot of love and a lot of work's gone into it because it's again fucking great. So
yeah. Thank you, man.
Not at all.
I suppose we probably should talk about Come Alive Dying, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to repeat what Tom said. It is a fucking incredible album. Like from start to finish, it is phenomenal.
Bitte nicht
It
mehr
really
anrufen
is.
jetzt.
But what has the reception been like from the fans for the record?
Basically, it's been amazing. Like normally you get like messages from your friends telling you that the record's great, and you read comments on the internet about it being good from people you don't know personally. But we were pretty much overwhelmed with all the positive feedback we got from media, from fans actually reaching out to us via the private profiles on Instagram. I never have that. Normally it's just like people I know personally sending out congratulations on the new record, but there was like a shitload of people flooding me in my DMs congratulating on the good record, and how they like the new sound and how they like the sound in general on that record, and wishing me and the boys luck for the future. So I think it'll take some more days or weeks to just realize how many people actually listen to a small band. So most of the times you think you're a small band, 20 people are listening to your record, and then there's like a chart entry place 6, and you realize, oh, there's a bunch of people listening to our music. That's pretty cool.
What about for you, Daniel? Because obviously you've been here since the start of the band. What's it been like for you with the reception to this record?
First of all, it's phenomenal for us to get so much feedback from all over Europe, the UK, the US, and so many people, so much media. This is really great. I mean, we've put a lot of work into the whole campaign as well for the record. And it's kind of crazy because since the record is out, I've got messages from people I haven't talked to for years.
Oh,
And also musicians and all tour people and whatever, and yo, they letting me know that this record is just a real banger. And I mean, this is a really special record for us as a band, and it just feels great that so many people see the vision of the record, that each song is important and it's not just one or two singles, because it's the whole record. Every single song on this record is important for us, and we've put a lot of effort and time into it, and it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but in the end it just feels great. And it's a little bit insane that we've charted on number 6 in the mainstream top 100 album charts at home in Germany. I mean, our last record went to 45, I guess, yeah, which was also cool. But after all those years of finally receiving a top 10 record at home it's really a huge thing, and I'm super, super thankful for this. So yeah.
yeah. I found it really difficult to pick out songs that like really stood out because I think they all hold their own sort of thing. But I had Darkness to Blight, which I absolutely love. Pitch and Gold, I absolutely loved, and Aim for Paradise. I think they were the 3 that, and then I wrote, and Dead Weight. But every song is just it just holds its own. Like, it just flows beautifully, and it's just, yeah. I need to stop sucking dick. I'm really sorry because I know you guys are here, and but I generally feel that way. But releasing singles for it must be so difficult. How do you decide what to release?
Dude, to be honest, I'm still thinking about, was that the right single or not? And then my first idea for a single was actually That Weight. And then the producer and everyone told me no man, this is not the right single, and maybe it's something different. And it's kind of crazy because every song is special, and the cool thing is that for different people it's different songs, but everyone seems to like it. So I mean, the whole record is out. Just pick whatever you want and give it a spin. Make it your single, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I wrote 2 songs down that stood out to me, and they're completely different to the songs Tom chose. Because I wrote down Shadow to Shine and Impending Doom. Those 2 songs are absolutely chef's kiss. It's so damn good.
Cool, so thank you, man.
It's such quite funny you say that. But what makes this record stand out against Glamour and Gloom, the previous record?
Pretty much all of the production. We finally got a pretty good team together. You can start with the drum recording for Glamour and Gloom. We really had to stay on a tight budget, and there was basically just a small room where we recorded the drums. At least we recorded drums. I mean, lots of bands just program their drums and don't really put in the effort to play actual drums on the record. That's become a common thing because you can cut costs for the album production immensely if you leave out drum recording. For the new album, we went into the Kuhlemann studio, which is pretty known for its drum productions. He has bands like Benighted that are more in the death metal era of things. Christian, who owns and runs the studio, he actually put out a video with Krim, who used to play drums for Behemoth. That he was in his studio a couple of weeks back, And from that on, there's basically we didn't change anything with the guitars because Michael does all the guitar and bass recording on his own, and I think that's the best way to do it. If you have someone in the band who basically owns Cubase, knows how to do it. And for I think what we did with the vocals and all the mixing and mastering stuff, Daniel was way more into that process. So I would gladly hand the word to Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, what shall I say? The thing is, like, we don't want to go into a real studio where you get like 5, 6, 7 days to track guitars and record vocals. And that's why we've decided long ago to build this own little studio where Mike is working mostly. And then the other guy, actually, he's the singer from this other band from Munich called Emil Bulls. He also runs a studio in Munich, and we did the vocal recordings we did together with Christoph von Freidorf at his studio, and then a few separate sessions at home and here and there. But that's really the thing for us, to have the time to create those songs and record it and re-record it and go through it all the time and listening to the songs and over again until you can't find any mistakes or any wrong moments, until it just feels great to give it over for the mix. And I think this alone for us as a band is like really important, because the whole process of writing and recording is pretty close to each other in our process by making a record. And yeah, then finally we've mixed the record in the US, in LA, and the record got mixed by Joseph McQueen. I mean he mixed like big things like Bury Tomorrow, SLA Dying, From Ashes to New, and he made it really sound brilliant, like really big, and it just sounds fantastic. And we're super stoked to got the chance to finally mix a record in the US. And afterwards, it got mastered in Nashville by Ted Jensen. He's like a really one of the biggest mastering engineers out there, and it's such an honor for us to got our record mastered from him as well. And we're just stoked with the whole sound and the whole process. I mean, it's our best sounding record to date. And yeah, I'm happy we did it this way.
Is it difficult to like decide track listing as well, like what song goes where?
Actually, it was not that crazy. I mean, Mike and myself, we just had a few ideas and going through it, and we ended up on the same page. I think we had one song in a different listing or something, but I think it just makes sense. So some people telling me that the second part of the record is much heavier than the first part. Maybe it is, maybe not. I don't know. But I think it just felt right. Yeah.
It's what I love about it, talking to you guys about this record. Passion that comes out of you. You can tell how proud you are of this bloody record. And so you should be. You really should be. But one thing we love to discuss with musicians on this show is the art of music videos. You've put some music videos out there into the world. Are you a fan of making them? Are they an absolute nightmare?
A little bit of both.
Honey looks like he's just had Vietnam flashbacks. Just mentioning music videos.
I would say like receiving the final cut is a great moment when the whole video looks just great and everything is nice. But if not, then it can become a nightmare. And you know, how shall I say? In the end, it's not only because of budget to make a great music video. It mostly has to do with finding the right idea, the right location, and I mean, this is art. You know, you need the right people to create art and to make something special. And it's not easier to create something special simply because so many videos are out there, you know. And I would say like 90% of rock or metal band videos are just performing videos from 4 or 5 guys moshing into the camera.
Usually in an abandoned factory or something for some reason.
Yeah. Abandoned facility. That's all it needs. There's this one light bulb hanging around. Somewhere.
Either that or a forest. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Extra credits if it rains in your video.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I don't want to bash anyone's videos.
Oh, don't do the forest again.
Oh, I love it. But you've not long played a few shows to celebrate the release of the record. You played 3 shows, I believe it was.
Yeah.
How were they?
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, plain amazing. I mean, we wanted them to be as intimate as possible. If we want to put it like that. I mean, we could have chosen bigger venues or go for more shows in a row, but we really wanted to just play some shows to in smaller clubs to really see if the songs work out live the way we imagined them to be. And it was just amazing. Like, we started in Hamburg in like a 250 cap room, basically more a punk rock kind of venue than like an arena that you could imagine. But it was amazing. I mean, we learned it the hard way that shows need to be planned, and things that could go wrong in punk rock clubs. We haven't had that in a long time, so there was like, we were all over the place before the show, but the show went great. And then we've been to Berlin and Cassiopeia. That's a club we always play when we're in Berlin. It's a small venue as well, but the sound system in there is great. People are great in Berlin. I think with people turning up in the evening, it was sold out, or at least it was close to sold out. And the same goes for Munich. It was like the biggest show of the 3. It was in a 450 or 500 cap, backstage Halle, the second biggest room there. And I think it wasn't sold out, but it was close to in the end. Like, with people showing up in the evening. I mean, it got crazy with all the touring stuff. I don't know if it's the same in the UK. I can imagine, but people don't buy their ticket in advance anymore. It's a lot of people showing up on that night, and you don't know if it's going to be a good show like until 5 minutes before you walk on stage, basically.
I'm not that crazy, but yeah, like yeah.
I mean, you know it in the week you're heading out for tour if the shows are being well received, and we were pretty lucky, I think. It looked a long time like that there weren't that much people on the shows, but 1 or 2 weeks before we actually got into the van, tickets started selling and selling and selling and selling. And so every night was just wonderful.
Yeah, and that was just crazy to see. I mean, even in the last days, we've sold so many tickets. Like, we just received phone calls when we were in the bus already after the first shows. Like, yo, we sold another 50 tickets now for Berlin. And that's kind of crazy to see that people now, like, after COVID, it's crazy. So do smaller shows, I would say, until capacity up to 500-600 people. People just waiting for the very last minute to get a ticket or just buy it at the door. But all of those crazy, fancy mega shows, they're selling out like super fast. For example, like all those mega events. Today, I just saw the headline that Adele is playing like 10 times now in Munich, in our home. And
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
times, and each show is with 80,000 people. So it's close to 1 million people with 10 shows. And yeah, it's just crazy. So all those big events, people buying tickets straight for a couple of $100. But when it comes to smaller shows, people just waiting until the very last.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. I mean, as like Honey already said, I mean, we got lucky. Almost all of the free shows were close to sold out. We had fantastic numbers. We had fantastic shows. And I mean, actually, that was our plan, to just make those free intimate concerts celebrating the new records. And we have now a lot of tour possibilities and a lot of festivals coming up and so on. And this will be a full year, like really full. But it's gonna be great. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it. And especially to returning to the UK this year. This
Amazing.
This is our number one thing to do this year for sure. So yeah.
I was going to ask if you were going to come here at all, because that was literally my next question. Because I saw you've got 3 dates announced. I think they're German festivals. I think they're all in Germany. 1 in June and 2 in August. Is that right?
Yeah, they're like between June and August. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was when you get over here.
All of those major festivals. I mean, we've already announced Summer Breeze Festival, which is really big in Germany, as well as Full Force and a couple of other ones. And yeah, there's a lot in the pipeline. Some festivals we are not allowed to announce yet.
Okay.
And as well as a couple of other tours and things. But yeah, we're on it and we're coming. So
excited. I can't wait for you to get over here. I'm gonna be keeping my eyes peeled.
To get back to the UK. It was I mean we were so well received when we opened up for Killswitch in 2019, and had plans for 2020 to do our own headliner run. But there was a thing back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Our UK headliner got rescheduled for 4 times, and then we finally lost it completely.
Because you released Glamour and Gloom like when the pandemic began.
Yeah, the album.
The
album came out in the first week lockdown.
That must have been like, you're joking, right? We can't go anywhere. What do you mean? Like, what's going on? But people thought it was like going to be weeks. They thought it was like, what was it like in Germany, by the way, if you don't mind my asking?
It was, people were talking about it a long time before. I remember in the beginning of February in that year, I was on a massive trade fair in Frankfurt, and people were anxious about it getting shut down because of all the COVID stuff that happened in China during that time. And I remember us rehearsing for the release shows, hoping for them to take place. And I think we already tore down our equipment and got ready for tour, basically. And the day before we actually should have loaded our stuff in, it was a Wednesday, I think, and the first show should have been on a Thursday. At some point on Wednesday, it was all over the television and in the news that, like, from that day on, everything basically got shut down. And we're like, okay, that's cool. So we were in for a tour, and now that stopped. Let's see when that will roll on. And I think we moved the dates on a monthly manner, because at the beginning everyone was like, yeah, it's just 2 weeks, yeah, it's just a month, yeah, it's just 3 months. And at some point it was like, yeah, we moved the shows to sometime in the future, maybe. And I think from the tour that we've actually wanted to play, there were like 4 shows left that we played after all the COVID stuff. But we hold on to them and we played them.
Yeah, plus a few extra shows and festivals, but in total, with all the tours and festivals and UK and so on, in total we've lost around 65 shows.
Yeah.
For the whole time. I mean, yeah, this album really got ruined. I mean, we just were lucky because so many people pre-ordered the record before it came out, so it went into the charts, and also a lot of people showed support, and we played a few of those COVID shows where later then, where people had to sit in the venues, and I remember we did 2 shows in Munich, 2 nights, because it was only allowed to play to 100 people. So we had to make at least 2 of those shows, but more than 2 wasn't allowed. And this was all crazy. I mean, but if you really think about it, it's not that long ago, This is the crazy thing. And I'm so glad that we're back now, back to normal, back to playing music again and doing it all over, even if this means that we have to put in even more work and even more effort. But I mean, as a band, we've managed to went through this whole COVID thing. I mean, it was crazy for everyone involved worldwide for sure, but I would say for people working in the music industry or in the creative process and so on, it was like extra hard because we really got fucked over. And yeah, I'm just happy that our band survived this, also as a family. And yeah, so we're here to continue. Yeah.
And take over the world.
Hopefully.
I just can't imagine an all-seated metal gig. That just must be weird.
That was pretty funny. At some point on day 2, I mean, we can talk about it, but it was like we promised to don't show pictures of it, because you can imagine, like, all the rules were pretty strict, and you had to be like you had to be at your place during the show. You were allowed to stand up, but there was like no dancing, no jumping around and stuff. You had to stay at your table basically. And at some point, I think it was like 2 songs before the show would have been over, there was like this one bench with like 8 people or 10 people, and during the show you could see that there's not much missing for them to just stand up and like dance like crazy. And at some point, I can't recall what the point was that got them into standing up, and they were like just standing up, running in front of the stage. There was like 10 meters between the stage and the first tables, and them running in front of the stage. And it was like if you would like just open a closed door where people think there's $1 million in there, and like the whole room just like got up, went in front of the stage, and the owner of the club ran on stage and was like, "You guys have to stop. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. That's not allowed." And we somehow finished the song that we started, and after that song, we had to calm people down to get them back to their places. So it was like being on a Turnstile show pre-2020 when they really were like a hardcore band. That was pretty wild.
The crazy thing is that this moment alone is something really, really special in my head, because the thing is, we don't ask people to stand up or anything. It was just the energy in the room. And there are a few videos which are not allowed to go out because of those COVID rules and whatever. But the thing is, like, even John from Darkest Hour, he also was at this show, and like a lot of other people, and they're still telling us to date, that this moment was so crazy because it was just a chain reaction of like people freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Like that moment, dude. Fuck. I mean, like it's crazy. And yeah, so yeah, we got lucky, so we could finish the show and play the last two songs afterwards. But that was pretty much our COVID moment, I would
Yeah,
say.
definitely.
That's awesome.
I just imagine you looking at each other across stage going, yeah, we're fucking good. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
It was more like the fuck. I don't. We're hoping we don't have to pay for that accident.
Yeah.
we don't get fined for that.
I mean, I still see the club owner in front of me running onto the stage like, yo, yo, yo. And I was like, just, what, dude? What? I'm in the process, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, incredible. Before we start wrapping this up, if people are listening to this and they're wanting to check out some Tenside music, they're liking the sound of you guys, what's a couple of songs from the back catalogue you'd suggest that stand out to you that you reckon would give them a good feel for what you guys are about?
First of all, I would say just start at the Nova album, because everything before is just used synths, you know. But if I have to pick a few then I would definitely say from the Convergence album, This Is What We Die For. I would say As Above, So Below from Glamour and Gloom, as well as Only the Brave from Glamour and Gloom, as well as Cannibals and Along with the Gods. Also, maybe, Honey, you can tell a few from the Convergence. We're still playing live.
We don't play some of them live anymore because, like, you obviously have like a certain time on stage. So there are some songs we can't play live. At least there are in the set list for now. But I think Eternal Contempt from the Convergence record is a banger.
And Iron Will and Golden Heart
is definitely a song you should check out. And what's another song? Built for Eternity. I like that one. Haven't listened to it in a while, but loved playing it live. So I think there's a lot out there for people if they really want to get into it.
I think there are a lot of people who never heard about our band, so feel free to check our back catalog and also the new shit. You're very welcome.
The new shit is fucking great.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yo, listen to the new shit.
Incredible. Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our wonderful guests?
I do, and I'm going to start with Daniel. Because you've been in there since the beginning, when you started this journey, this Tenside journey, did you ever think this is where you'd be today?
To be honest, no. I think I would. Wow, I could never imagine to do this in my mid-30s. I mean, this was all just a fun time to start, and I'm still here. But hey, I'm super thankful for this. To be honest, I mean, playing music with a band for such a long time is just great. It just feels great to still play music, and I think there's still some time for us with the band. We still go on, and it looks good to maybe create 8 more albums until I'm old.
Yeah.
So,
that sounds perfect.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
What about you, Honey?
Actually, it's kind of the same as what Daniel said. I couldn't even imagine myself playing metal for that long, because like in my youth days, I started out in like a small hardcore band. Then I played in a punk rock band. Then I did some German black metal music, and it has always been like metal, hardcore, punk. And at some point, I've played in a dancehall band. Like dancehall was a big thing in the southern part of Germany way back. I was like 20 or something. And I always thought at some point I'd make a switch away from metal more into pop or hip hop or that kind of music. But somehow I always end up playing in metal or hardcore bands. And that's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love playing metal for sure. But I couldn't imagine myself to be playing in a metal band or in several metal bands until this day. I thought at some point I might be grown up, stopping playing music that's not as commercially successful as pop music or rap music is. But I'm still here doing it with my best friends, loving every minute about it. So
amazing.
That's great.
I think just the thing was being in a band or making music is once you're in, you're in. And it's kind of hard to leave this behind you because, I mean, of course we know people who've played with us and they're out of the band or out of other bands. And if you met them, it's like always the first sentence is always like, yo, I've missed playing music. I'm so missing to be around with all the dudes, missing to be on tour and so on. And I think for some people, it's really a big part and a great feeling, and it's always hard to leave this behind. So, and as long as it feels good, keep doing it because that's the only thing which helps. Yeah.
And you were saying that you thought you'd want to drum with a pop music, but I hear Adele's got some shows going, so she needs a drummer. You never know.
I might ring up my good old friend Adele. I'm desperate for a job, Adele. Please hire me.
Get me out of this sales shit.
While I've got you, do you want any metal bottles? Just Gents, before we let you get out of here, any plugs, social medias, websites, anything you want people to go check out?
Yo, feel free to hit us up via Instagram. It's called @Tenside Music, Facebook, and all those social medias. You know, you can find us there as well as on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it. And our website is tenside-music.com. So yeah, everything is available there: merch, CDs, vinyl, and so on. Feel free to check our dates, and we're hopefully back in the UK really soon. We will let you know. And yeah, we can't wait to be back, man. It's time, yo.
Absolutely. That vinyl, by the way, the vinyl is beautiful.
Thank you.
I was saying, oh my god, I was looking on your website, the gold of the black splatter, like, oh, so sexy.
Awesome. Yeah, actually, it's an artist from the UK who made all the artworks, and yeah. So yeah.
Incredible. Gents, thank you so much for doing this. It means the absolute world. We've had an absolute blast talking to you guys.
Great times.
Likewise.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
I know it's late, so it's it's graciously appreciated, but it's been so much fun.
It has been. And I hope
great.
we're coming back with the next record to you guys.
Yes.
That was a pleasure.
Honey, that's already written in the stars, mate. That's already going to happen. Don't you worry. I'll be all over the Noise Cartel, telling them that we need you back when that new record comes out. So what we'll do when you come here is we'll sit in front in person and do this.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I feel like that could bring us to a whole nother dimension of having fun.
It'll be disgusting.
Yeah.
But guys, again, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's late, so we massively appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, we'll definitely catch up soon, and we look forward to seeing you when you come over here.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
It'll
Enjoy
be
the rest
fun.
of your. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. But
I'm
enjoy the
sure
rest of
about that.
Yeah. Already got plans written down. Sorry, writing down. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. It's, fucking brilliant.
Yo.
Incredible. Guys, thank you so much yet again. And genuinely, the album is fucking great. It really is.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
But enjoy your evening, boys, and we'll speak to you soon.
That's right. You too. Cheers. Bye.
Take care. See you later. Bye bye. Jamie, hello again. Welcome back from the week. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to all the people watching and listening at home and on the bus or in the car or wherever you fulfill your wish to have us on in the week on your weekly base. I completely didn't know where I was going with that. My brain just had loads of different words going around at once, and I was like, bus, trains, driving, things happening, weekly basis. Holy shit! I don't know what's going on anymore. So do apologize and do forgive me. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I also decided to choke on my own saliva at the wrong time. It's always the thing, isn't it? It's always the way that when you've got something
last week. Yeah.
It was an apple last week. It's fucking my own saliva this week. What's next week, dick? But Tom, we're doing a show here. Could you take that cock out your mouth? Sorry, Jim. We'll get cracking it up. Yes, I'll get cracking in a minute. All right, Jim. Okay, sorry, mate. Sorry. Yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute. I went for a dentist appointment, right before Crimbo, 22nd December in Cardiff. And I had to go past the stadium, and it's up on a place called Cathedral Road, which is run by a park area, really nice area. On my way back from the appointment, I was going past the Principality Stadium, and there was an old lady, walking. So, the classic, oh, there's an elderly person in front of me. I'm going to go round, just fuck off.
Yeah.
As I went to go round her, she obviously clocked that I was about to walk past, and she went, I don't fucking think so. And started to keep up with me, and I was like, this is weird. Are we having some sort of race? You're either pissed off that I'm trying to get past you and think that because you're elderly that I can, be gone in seconds and you'll be still by the stadium. Or you're genuinely thinking I reckon in her head she went, oh, a little bit of fun on a Friday morning. I'll have a race. I'll have a race, this young whippersnapper. And started but she was with me for ages. And I was like, she's really not letting up. So I tried to go faster, and she kept to the point where we were almost running with each other.
I love how you got outran by a granny. That's fucking amazing.
I beat her in the end. I think she got quite tired.
Fucking pushed her over. I think not, granny.
Just elbowed her in the side of the head. No,
they're catching on to our ways.
I think she got quite tired because she started to really she was really going for it. Then started to really slow down. It was just very funny, and I just loved that. That was like a bit of entertainment for her. At least I hope it was.
Oh, Matt was just oh fucking hell, me hip.
Yes, in the hospital. You've been at it again, Beryl. Yes, sorry.
I almost won this time.
I used to be an Olympic runner, So yeah, but my weird. Do you remember this? Do you remember non-school uniform days? Right, that you had to pay £1 to wear your own clothes.
Yeah, it still happens.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why? Why does somebody go? What's it go to?
So I'll give it credit now. With Olivia's school, they say pay £1, it's going to NSPCC or whatever charity they're working with. But back in the day, I don't remember that. I remember it just being give us 50p or £1, whatever it was. Just we want it. Teachers are going out for drinks after school. Give us money.
It's 50p school shirt, tie, blazer, shorts.
Yeah,
your own shorts and trainers, or hat, t-shirt, school trousers, school shoes. 50p was half your body, and £1 was the whole thing. 20p was your head. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's that you have to pay to wear your own shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. And it's weird. They're adding more things nowadays as well. It's Olivia got to went to Number Day. It was last week. It's a national thing to celebrate maths and trying to make maths cool because that's fucking possible. But that was donate us £1. I'm like, you want us to dress up for your day and we got to pay you? Huh?
However, because we didn't have what they have now back in the day, there is nothing worse than going, I'm pretty sure they said it was non-school uniform day today.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what was said. I swear down. They go, should I take my uniform just in case? That was the worst feeling ever, rocking up, and you see everybody either uniform or not, and you're the opposite way around. You go, oh, for fuck's sake.
And because everyone's got their coats done, I'll be like, shit, are they wearing uniform? I don't know. Fuck.
Well, you could tell by what was on below. But it's just that anxiety and that anxiousness of I don't know what clothes to wear. I'm just going to go naked. Fuck it. I'm going in my pants. And then we'll go from there.
And then there was always that stress of, it's not uniform day, but what do I wear? oh, I've got to still look cool in front of my mates. What do I wear?
Go on.
It was the 90s though, so it was 99% football shirts.
Oh, of course. The other really, really poor thing is when we used to do PE, but you'd forget your kit, and your teacher would go, vest and pants.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Why was that a thing?
Vest and pants. Come on. Go.
So that was the 90s again, so it's like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get these developed later.
Sarah, you take a... Oh, he's got red hair. Fuck, he's the devil. But how... I remember being in primary school, I think I was in year 2 or 3, and that happened to me, and I was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, yeah, you will. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Don't fucking blame you.
To the point, I was like, I'm not doing it. And to the point where he made me walk around everybody and come back and I could get dressed again. How belittling and embarrassing is that?
Couldn't get away with that these days.
Oh, God, fuck. Hell no.
Fucking kids these days, they probably just nut the teacher one. I think not, sir.
In primary? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know, sir. Oh, God, what are you like?
Exactly.
Yeah, you fucking see, it's pedo, fucking pedo over here. Pedo Stewart.
Oh, what a weird time it was in the 90s.
Oh, very, very. But we can all rejoice. We can all be happy, Jamie. I got a job back at Specsavers today, so let's just... Yay! No longer have to work from home and sit on LinkedIn and ring people for no fucking reason whatsoever. I was threatened with wages being held from me if I didn't return the laptop. I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But I returned said laptop and haven't been reimbursed. So, I'm going to demand my P45 and be done with it. So, and go from there instead. So back in Cheltenham now and start at Specsavers on Monday. So buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thanking you graciously. And of course, this little beauty turned up today.
I do love that.
It's really nice. It's Angel Grove High School t-shirt. So yeah, it's just, I saw it on an Instagram video, as you know, because I tagged you in it, and then just went, that's actually really nice. And in olive green, it's really nice. I think I'll have that.
Suppose you can go for blue for Billy.
I looked at it right. I always find that when you look online and you look at the colour scheme of each one, they always look really horrible. Because it's almost like they're either darker than they are, or they're lighter than they are, or they're not that blue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I saw the guy I can't remember his handle on Instagram, but he had the olive green one. I was like, actually, looks really nice. The green colour. And I thought I look all right in green, even though I'm ginger. So I don't know. But it works. So yeah, nice little tiche. I love that we can have alternating tiches every 2 weeks.
Tiches. I just like the word tiches now. I like that. That's good.
Great. That came from my brother. My brother was at school with one of his former best friends. And I think they went to that school disco or something. And his mates turned around and, oh, Joe, love the tiche. And it just became a thing. So yeah. So it's called tiche.
I just love the enthusiasm in the way he said it. It's great.
Yeah. It was absolutely phenomenal. But he always referred to his nipples as hamburgers, and I find it so weird. But there we are.
That is very weird. Let's move on.
Call himself burger nips all the time. It was weird.
What a weird man.
Yeah. That's what you do when you're teenagers, I suppose.
That's very true. I did want to ask you a question this week.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's not poo related. It's not poo related. Don't worry.
Phenomenal.
It's a question about the English language, our favourite subject. This is actually a question that Sam asked me, and I'm intrigued as well if you have any idea. How did they decide what orders to put the letters in the alphabet?
I don't really know.
It's very weird. Does he just throw them in a bag and just pick them out one at a time?
There's probably some sort of scientific explanation for this. But do you reckon the song was invented first, and that's how they worked out what order it went in?
What sounds better when you sing it?
Yeah. ZTUXYVB doesn't sound. I mean, I think it works anyway, right? Isn't it?
It's kind of actually.
Yeah. POIVQXY. Yeah.
It just kind of work for any letters. Fuck, that theory's out the door.
God damn it. Yeah. It's like pick a number of a hat thing. What's going to be first? A. A is first. Because it's A. I don't know. I don't know.
A is first because it's A. Why not?
Yeah. What comes next? B. Oh, they looked at it and went, ah, 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 ah.
That's how they teach fucking reading in school these days.
And now it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It's a great way to sing it. We need to introduce that way of singing it.
Are they starting to do what? For some reason in my mind, my niece is at school, well, she's still at school now, but when she's at primary school, they're doing like and they're doing it that way instead. Why?
Phonics.
Nobody in their right mind has a conversation like that.
No. It's supposed to be the letter sounds that they yeah, they practice the letter sounds. It's fucking confusing. And then they're like, and now we're learning special friends. I'm like, what the fuck are special friends? That's like TH and ST. Like where letters when you put them together make a certain sound. And I was like, fuck, this is confusing. I was like, how am I supposed to help you your homework?
I love it took my first initials and my second initials. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I did.
Although I don't have a H in my name, but still.
No, but still, it works.
Appreciate it. That's but yeah. Special friends.
Special friends. So
they'll think of any old shit for kids to learn stuff, won't they?
Pretty much. I think they just got bored of teaching it the same way for fucking hundreds of years and went, oh, let's make up something new.
Do you know what they should do? They'd be like, so we have FRTHST. I saw it on TikTok. Yeah. So I saw it on TikTok, kids. Yeah, that's how we're gonna learn. Because I'm like, straight away. Really, sir? What's the handle?
I could easily see it happening. It happening one day. Absolutely.
Well, I was just doing it because that's how you get the kids enticed, isn't it? As soon as they hear that word. Or teachers will start dancing to TikTok related theme songs. Or whatever the next whatever the next fucking craze is going forward. Whatever the next craze is down the line. And that's what will start happening.
I'm not a teacher. I'm an influencer. I'm influencing these children.
I find that so mental.
I know. People get paid for this shit.
Mental.
I actually watched a TikTok earlier and this guy was like, it's the most ridiculous job in the world. I get paid for it. And even I think it's fucking stupid that I get paid for it.
I saw a phenomenal video on there of a guy. Everyone fucking thinks they're a health and food nutritionist now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in the world. Right? And this guy, it was very cleverly done. Him with cereal, like, don't eat cereal anymore. It's full of this, this, and that. So he's like, right. So he pours it back into the box and takes it back. Comes up with fruit. You can't eat fruit anymore because of this, this, and this. Like, okay. Spits the apple out, goes his little back, comes up with porridge oats. You can't eat oats anymore. But you're like, what the fuck can you eat then?
Exactly.
Like what? Because the hydrogen, the nitrogen, and the helium, and the rohandarin, and then all this crap basically gets into your gut system and you explode. I mean, you reform back together like the Terminator, but you fucking explode. All right, and that's good. That means you're gonna have a bad time. Like, fuck off. I found that. You know what I found? What? Before you, sorry, you know what I found? They're all American.
Of course they are. Of course
all
they
American.
Are. Of course.
No offense to our American listeners. There are some like decent and very intelligent load of you, but these people that think their food like get in the bin. It's where you belong with all your fucking banana skins and God knows what else it says bad for you. Get in there with them.
You're right though, because they all say different fucking things. Which one's right? No wonder people just give up and go, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna be fat.
So I'm waiting for. You can't breathe air anymore. That's what I'm waiting for. You can't breathe air anymore because the CO2 and the CO and the H2O and the OOO means that you'll start breathing in birds. You'll start forcing tornadoes out of your ass. And what will happen is you'll wipe out the entire world. That's America and South America.
It's the H2O and the OOO.
Because I don't know of any other countries that exist. We don't learn anything past Florida.
And that's where all the world's best sports people are from.
Yeah, I told you that anyway. But I bet they imagine the whole world is just America all the way around it.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me the slightest.
But anyway, how are you, sir?
I am all kinds of fucking shattered. My system has just given up.
What kinds? Are there different kinds of shattered?
I don't know, but if there is more than one, I've got my system today has just gone no. I don't
What's
know.
going on?
I think just because of all the constant shift changes and stuff and days, I've been so busy on my days off, and I've just gone into close down and just want to sleep for 700 hours. But there we are.
I wonder if you could sleep for 700 hours.
I'd like to give it a fucking try in a minute, but no, I'd wake up after 5.
And you probably, I reckon, if you slept for 700 hours, you'd be absolutely knackered still.
Probably. Oh no, I've overslept. I'm still tired.
Oh, well, when I went to bed, it was January. Now it seems to be July. What's going on here?
I could do with a nap after that.
Oh, now it's 2027.
Good nap. I feel fine now.
Am I actually a bear? Is that what I was in a previous life?
Why am I in this cave?
And why is Sam Bin Laden here? Oh, fuck.
That's what you find in caves. Bears and Osama Bin Laden.
Bears and terrorists.
Just hanging out, having a jolly good time.
Just chilling. Yeah, just chilling.
What about you, my friend? How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Like I said, it's just been a bit of a drastic change this week. Obviously, I've relocated back to Old Sheltonia. Yeah, other than that, I'm fine. I feel a bit lost at the moment, I think, if I'm really truthful and honest. But I think once I get back into the swing of things, get back working and all that sort of stuff, then that'll hopefully all just coincide and I can start getting a bit more routine back. That'd be quite nice. So
adjustment period.
Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, it's a bit weird, like waking up and going, so what am I doing today?
Yeah,
it's really weird, odd, but it's just one of those things. Like by next week, it's funny because now I'm like, oh, do you know what? Like I could do with getting a bit of routine. When next week comes, I'm like, do you know what I really could do with a day off? Really could do with being off. Because the British is doing it.
Absolutely.
Really should have made the most of being off when I was off. So
you'll start thinking of all these things you could be doing that you didn't think to do while you were off.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny because on the call when they rang me to give me the job, they were like, "So you're happy with 2 midweek days off? Yes, what you said that you could do at weekends." And I went, "Yeah, but I want some weekends off.
Well, yeah.
Like I don't just want midweek days off all the time. Like there's sports to be watched and that sort of thing, and people to see. I don't want to be working every fucking weekend."
Well, no,
thank you.
Let's
So
hope to God they don't try and do that to you.
Well, I'll be having a conversation when they ring me tomorrow. If they ring me tomorrow, if whoever speaks to me next, I'll be like, "This is great, but don't put me in every weekend, please."
No. I used to. I think it was Morrison that worked in. Like, you get 1 in every 4 weekends off. Did I fuck?
Never happens.
No.
Never happens. It's to feed the people up here so they can have the time off. All as people at the bottom have to do as their bidding. Not that I mind because I really enjoyed my job previously at Specky's. I know I'm going to a brand new one, but I absolutely loved it. And Cheltenham Northwest can be nowhere near as busy as Cardiff was. It's going to be nowhere fucking close. So they're going to be like, "Oh my God," and I'll be like, "This is fine. This is nothing."
I could do this on my fucking own. Don't you worry about it, Dave. I'm sorted.
I could do this, Liam, with my eyes fucking shut. My eyes tied behind my back. Oh my God, could you imagine?
I could
like twist them, like you put a hoodie around your waist when you can't be bothered to wear it anymore. Just
You're
like
right,
seeing through your waist, like that'd be weird. Could you imagine like our eyes just came out of our face and started looking around everywhere?
Oh, that'd be creepy. Kind of cool though at the same time.
Yeah, could you some woman's getting followed by a guy? Are you following me? What the fuck? But gone.
Be great at gigs when the tall person stands in front of you. What? I can see everything now.
Why is it, right? We're talking about like, even though I'm fucking 6'3", the fucker always stands in front of me too.
It's always the
Why
way.
is it always the way? It's mental.
It's always the way.
Even talking himself at the fucking me, and I'm massive. It makes no sense.
I feel like they should put lines on the floor for heights. Like, if you're this height, you can stand here. This height stands here. Make it fair.
That'd be shit. That's not fair, though, is it? Because then all the small people would always be at the front.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So I know where you're coming from, but that's why I always stand at the side, and then I get people to stand like around me rather than behind, and then I just don't move.
Makes sense.
At the McFly show, because obviously it's full of screaming kids and screaming girls, I went, right, I'm not going to lie to you, though, my legs paid the price. But, oh my God, it's awful. I was like, I can't fucking walk anymore. What's happened to me? Like, hips down. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm stiff as anything. But like I stood, and I always went, can you guys see? And I kept turning around, can you all see, yeah? Right, cool. Just going to stand there.
So that's considerate. I like that. Because you still deserve to get a good view, but you consider those around you. I like that.
Yeah. I was like, don't fucking stand behind me, whatever you do.
Very considerate, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. What have you doing yourself anyway?
I've actually done some stuff this week, shockingly.
Fucking hell.
Mostly Rhiannon, of course. But we did an interview last night that you've just heard. It was marvellous. It was beautiful. I know you all agree.
It was great, yeah.
I went to go see the kids. I've almost finished Lena's room. I'm going back Friday, and hopefully I'll get it all done then. Because it's doing my nutting. Saturday, we went for a meal on Saturday night with some friends. I had a burger that was supposed to be like a fondue. It was weird.
What? Wait, how? What?
So basically, it's a burger, and the top, the lid, they cut a hole out of it, and it had melted cheese in. These are like dippy chips and stuff. On the picture it came on, the picture in the menu rather, it looked fucking beautiful. It turned up, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I bet. How's that even? Because that's bread. If you can put metal, that's just seep through, surely.
It wasn't even that. It was the fact that it turned up, and the hole was on the edge, and the cheese was in a fucking gravy jug. It wasn't even on the burger. I was like, what is this? And I was like, holding the jug, I was like, is this going to run out at any point onto my burger, please? Start spooning it out. I got disappointed. Very disappointed.
It's because you have to do a little bit of work.
It's not what was advertised. Should have to work for my food to pay for it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But the most important thing that happened in my week is Olivia, my wonderful little daughter. She's done something amazing this week, and I'm so proud of her. She had 10 inches of hair cut off. Massive amount of hair cut off, and she's donated it all to the Little Princess Trust, which basically, I don't know if you know what they do. They collect hair and make wigs for children with cancer and with alopecia and things like that. She's donated that to there. And she's raised just under £300 for them with sponsorship as well. The kid's done amazing. She's so proud of her, bless her. And she's so happy as well. She absolutely loves it.
What made her want to do it? How did she even find out about it?
So she's been going on for ages about getting a haircut like Becky's, because Becky's has got it similar, just above the shoulders. But we're like, she also loved her hair. So we're like, we're going to keep revisiting this idea. Not do it on a whim and see if she wants to. But every time we ask her, nope, still want it. Can we get it done now? Can we get it done now? I really want it done. And I think it was, I can't remember who it was. Other me or Becky remembered about the Little Princess Trust, and we showed her, like we'd loaded the website, and we're like, this is what they do. They're like, do you want to do this with your hair? She was like, yeah, I want to help little boys and girls. Can we do it? Can I go now? But no, she was all for it. Absolutely loved the idea. And she's so proud of herself as well. I was like, are you proud of yourself, what you're doing for these little boys and girls? She's like, I am, Daddy. I'm very proud. Bless her. And everyone loves her hair. She turned up to school on Monday, and teachers, other people in her class, everyone was stopping and going, look at you. So bless her. Proud Daddy.
That's great.
I know you fucking hate kids, but I'm going to big up my kid, so it's fine.
It's not, yeah, but she did something for charity. Why would I fucking hate that?
No, she did amazing.
No, it's great.
Very proud.
I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for you.
Good.
I'm not anymore. That was just
I'm over it now. Get fucked.
There you go. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Oh, I'm just messing.
But no,
just messing with
that's pretty much all I've done this week. I had a feeling I'd have to make mine short because no doubt you've actually done some stuff this week.
you don't have to make it short just for me.
Oh, that's all
This
I've
bit's just gonna be a little bit longer. Oh, fair enough. Well, I ran until I got fired.
Yes.
And then obviously, like I said, I've moved back to Cheltenham, so I moved back here Saturday. Me and Martin got an enterprise van and we drove down the M4. It was really nice, actually. We picked up some drinks from Asda and we just put tunes. We put Electric Callboy on and just
Nice,
just bouncing down the motorway. It was great. We literally, what was really weird, we got back to Newport and went into the flat. And not only was I moving, but flat 16 was moving as well, which was right next to me. And I was like, you are fucking joking. And we decided to move at the same fucking time. So they were taking because they were like, oh, me and the missus, we bought somewhere a bit further down, be a bit quieter. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm going because I'm going. And then, but they were taking everything. It's wardrobes, beds, all this massive. So we were stood at the top, just waiting. So we decided to take it in turns. And Swindon Town were playing Newport County at Rodney Parade. Obviously, we lived right by Rodney Parade. So there's Swindon fans turning up and they love a fight. The Swindon fans and the Newport fans love fighting each other. So we were like, right, what we need to do is get there as early as possible, get our shit and get fucking gone before that starts. And luckily, as we were leaving, it took us 2 hours. I hoovered up and stuff as well, cleaning the oven and everything. And as we were leaving, you could start to hear all the Swindon fans singing in the middle of Newport City Centre. So let's get the fuck out of here. So we left just before it all started. Yeah, great timing. So that happened. Last Friday, I stayed here for the first night. I went to my old rugby club. That was really, really nice. Welcome back with open arms. It was so lovely. So I'll be going back there at some point and watch the seconds win, which is great. Scotland played Wales in the Six Nations.
They did.
The game I was meant to be at. We were 27-0 up and won 27-26. I'm not joking, Jay. I half time buzzing. 20-0 at half time was like, oh my God, we're fucking steaming this. But as I know my country and I know my team, we're one half wonders. So we play amazing for one half and absolutely fucking dog shit for the other. So we scored really, really early. I think 2 minutes into the second half, I was like, fuck, this is going to be a breeze. This is going to be 50 odd at least. And then all of a sudden, we just went, 27-0's fine, boys. We've still got a whole half to play, but do you know what? Let's just kick back and chill. And Wales turned it fucking on. But then the Welsh commentator was starting to really, really piss me off. They're meant to be fucking unbiased. But obviously we had John Barclay commentating, who's Scottish, and then they had, I don't know what his fucking name is. They call him Jiffy or something. But he was literally going, well, why is he not booking him? Why is he not giving him a yellow card? Why is he not putting him in the bin? Why is he not doing this? Why is he not doing that? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're not playing. No. Who the fuck are you? Trying to get our players sent off, trying to get who the fuck are you? Yeah, it was driving me insane. Wales played fantastically second half. Absolutely. To the point where my ass and my heart were like, the whole time I was like, oh my God, we're gonna lose. Oh my God, we're gonna lose. Oh my God, oh my God. It was awful. I'm surprised I'm still alive. But I didn't have a fucking second heart attack watching that game.
I can only imagine the squeaky bum time that was going on.
Oh, I shared a video of Finn Russell after the game because it's exactly how I felt. After the game ended, he just went. I just put me right now and then put that video for Finn because that's literally, I think that's how every Scottish fan was feeling after that game. Like,
one fucking point, fair play though.
When you were 27-0 up as well, they hadn't scored at all. Oh, dude, unbelievable! They were calling it the Welsh commentators like, "It's going to be the greatest comeback in rugby history," and then they didn't do it, and I was like, "Yeah."
Where's your fucking comeback now?
Yeah. So that happened. I'm trying to think now. What day is Sunday? I wasn't here Sunday. I was out Sunday all day as well. What was it Sunday? Brain is letting me down. Because Monday I did nothing. I can't. Brain's let me down. It's been one of those things where I get up here and go, bollocks, yeah, I did that.
You went to a gig? I don't know what day that was, though.
That was... Oh, yeah, fuck! That was Saturday night. That was Saturday Rugby Saturday night. I went to watch Giant Walker from Newcastle. Not my cup of tea, but very good live. Death is a Girl, good friends of the show, and obviously played for us previously. Eye the Lion, good friends of mine again. And San Dimas, who were really fucking good. So it was a really good night all round. So yeah, that was great. Got to see like Damo and Martin and Chris and Green and just got to hang out. It's just like nothing had ever changed. It was really nice. Really nice. Went to the pigs for about half an hour. Remembered how much I was be like, yeah, I'm all right here. I went home. Sunday I saw Vicky. I saw Beth for coffee. I did something in the evening, but my brain is completely. Oh, I saw Jasper and Helen.
Hey, there we are.
I saw Jasper and Helen. That's what I fucking did. I had dinner with them. Really nice to see them again. Yeah, I was there for about 5-6 hours. So yeah, that was Sunday. And then yesterday, like Vicky helped me take some like stuff to recycling. I helped to pick up a sandpit for her sister's dog. Like just like random shit like that. But dude, I've done more in 4 or 5 days than I did in 2.5 years.
It's just seemed that way. It's probably why you can't remember half it, because you've done more than you can ever fucking remember normally.
I'm Blacklist on season 6, episode 11. Walking Dead, I'm on season 10, episode 20. And I've been catching up with WWE and with AEW. So I'm about to watch SmackDown for WWE. Even though I already know what the fuck's happened, which is really annoying. Because social media, you can't escape anything.
No.
Can't escape anything. And AEW, I'm on last week's Dynamite, last Wednesday. So I'll watch that at some point. But yeah, man, the flat's decent. The house is decent. This room is massive, and I'm really happy here. So
that's what we like. That's what we like.
And you mentioned Friday, Jamie.
I did mention Friday.
What are you doing Friday?
Oh, we're gonna spend the evening together. Yeah.
Woo! I do believe you're staying here as well.
I am indeed. We're going to see former guest of the show, Torchbearer. I'm very excited. It's going to be great.
And Scorer.
And Scorer, yes, of course. I forgot.
And Scorer. So Nameless are playing. And the other 2 bands have completely escaped me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've done better than me. I could remember Torchbearer, and that was it. So you've done better than me.
Yeah, but it's going to be a good show. And obviously, I've got you here for the evening, so it'll be good. And it's Super Bowl Sunday this Sunday as well.
It is. It is.
I think the big question, like, on everyone's mind is who's going to win, but is Travis going to propose? I think it's a massive thing going around right now. So
why do people fucking care?
Do you know what, right? Taylor's done a lot for the sport. I was watching some videos of like dads and their daughters, and there's a dad, like he's a big Kansas City fan, and he's like, she's like, I like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And he's like, what's the object of the game, that sort of thing. She just reels all the rules off, and he's like, this is amazing. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, really cool. How many yards do they have to go to get to first down? 10. Yep. How many downs do they get? 4. Yeah. Like it's doing loads for the sport, for like younger generation and stuff.
Maybe I need to start following Taylor Swift then, because I ain't got a clue to any of that. Like this little kid knows more than me.
Have you seen some of the Super Bowl adverts?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, Jamie.
Tell a lie, you've seen one, I think. Yes.
Is that the Nickelodeon one?
Paramount, I think it is.
The one with Patrick Stewart when he talks about Hey Arnold. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I started to watch it. I was like, oh no, I'll wait. But there's a new one that's come out now called Where's Usher?
Okay.
Ludacris has lost Usher for the halftime show. And he rings his agent and he's got a massive I Love Usher shirt on. And he's like, Chris, yeah, he's like, hey man, how's it going? Ready for the halftime in Las Vegas? Blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, I lost Usher. And he doesn't say it. He just looks there at the screen and then hangs up.
Luda lost Usher.
Tim, I'm sorry, bro. Usher's gone.
And it says, you will find him. And then the person with Ludacris goes, is that you will find him? Or you'll find him. And then it goes, where's Usher? Question mark.
That's one way to promote a halftime show. Fair play.
Oh, so clever. So clever.
But that Paramount advert, you need to fucking see it, because you'll see, you're watching, you go, I understand why Jamie loves this now. It's just
Okay.
wow.
I saw Patrick Stewart take the piss out of Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
And then I stopped because I was like, I don't want to, just in case. I think it's like a Paramount and Nickelodeon mashup. I think, are they putting it on Paramount or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, which is banging. Yeah, quite a few of my friends have shared it. I was like, oh, I'll watch that. And then I stopped myself for some reason. I don't know why.
It's beautiful. It is truly beautiful. But I believe we are all caught up, sir.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Braden from Say We Can Fly. Just letting you know, we've got a brand new merch store out there.
Please let me say the link. Let me say the link, please.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, you can say the link.
Yes,
all right.
Okay.
So the link for the shop.
So the link for the shop is www.saywecanfly.shop.
All right, good job, Seamus. So www.saywecanfly.shop, 10% off if you use the code.
Let me say the code. Let me say the code, please.
Okay, fine. You can say the code. If you use the code.
The code is The Chronicles.
What? No, it's not.
The Chronicles.
No, it's not. It's The Chronicles, Seamus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The Chronicles at checkout, all right? You get 10% off.
10% off?
Yes, they know, Seamus. Okay?
I'm just trying to help, all right?
Visit www.saywecanfly.shop and use code The Chronicles for 10% off your order. Available at participating Say We Can Fly restaurants and web stores. Some restrictions may apply, but probably not.
Jamie, it's time for your favourite segment of the week.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's time for Callum's Treachings.
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
Is cereal soup?
Ooh.
Hello, this week's Treachings come from the set of my own podcast, That Gym Couple Podcast, that I host with my partner Lucy, where we discuss all things gyms, fitness, gym anxiety, and a bunch of other stuff in between. If you do have the opportunity to come and check us out at That Gym Couple Podcast on Spotify and YouTube, we'd very much appreciate it.
And now we're here for another edition of Callum's Treachings. Jamie, we won't hold back. We won't delay any longer.
No.
What's Callum Treaching us this week?
Sleep must be important because you never hear people say that they regret going to bed early.
That's a very fucking good point.
Do you not? I swear I have. I think people go when, like, back in the day when you couldn't record TV.
Yeah,
when you couldn't record TV was probably the only time I've ever heard people go, I regret that. Like big games, like Champions League finals and stuff, way back in the day. And people, like big shit happened. People are like, I regret I went to bed early because I missed that. Fucking missed it.
That might be the only time. Actually, I can think of one other time. Some people go to bed early and then wake up at like 4 a.m. and they're wide awake now because they went to bed a lot earlier. There's possibly that one, but those people tend to be, oh shit, I fell asleep on the sofa at 6 p.m. and now I'm wide awake.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with me because like I don't ever go to bed early. I don't want to. I feel like I'm losing the evening. Yet when I do go to bed, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm the same. Even though I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning for work, I still don't want to go to bed early because like it's my free time.
Exactly. Like it's the Super Bowl this Sunday, and I start my new job Monday, and I'm like, but I'm watching the Super Bowl because why do I want to miss it? That's my time for the first day. It's fine.
Drink tons of coffee.
I mean, I fucking love coffee anyway. You know, my first day, like fucking riot as hell, like running around like a twat. Someone's reading the measure as I don't see that. I'm sorry, and then I'll just be like, huh? You know, the hair all like flecked out like they've been electrocuted, sort of thing, and I'm just like, there's just a cloud outline of me left.
Like George of the Jungle, he just sits there eating coffee beans.
Yeah, that reminds me of Lee Evans as well. You know, when they like got 8 hours sleep last night, like bragging about how much sleep. That's what people do at our age, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, right? I went to bed at 7 p.m. Could you believe it? Fucking hell, no, I treated myself. Got up at 7 a.m. Fucking lovely. I had 12 hours. Non-disturbed. Was dying for a fucking piss when I woke up, but undisturbed 12 hours. And I think that happened to me this morning. There's nothing worse than being like, oh God, I'm so comfortable. And you wake up a little bit and go, and your blood is like, whoa. And you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna, it's like toxic. If I don't move now, this is going everywhere.
The worst one I find is it happens to me all the fucking time. I get into bed, I get my comfy spot, I'm just about to start dozing, and my bladder will go, "You need a piss, mate?" I'm like, "You motherfucker." Ah.
What is it when you're outside and the furthest away from any public facilities whatsoever is when you desperately need to wee?
Oh God, yeah.
I know I was on the show a very, very long time ago, but it happened again. I think it was on Saturday night, and I was like miles away from anything, and I was like, "You motherfucker."
It's always the way.
But yeah.
And it's never a case of, I could do with a piss. It's more of a, if I don't pee now, I'm going to piss myself. Yeah.
It's like them early morning wake-ups when you don't want to get up yet. And it's always like before your alarm, you're like, no. But the best is when you look and you're not up till 8, it says like 6:30 or 7. You're like, yeah. I'll bet. But the problem with me, I don't know about you, is when I'm awake, that's it.
Sometimes if I'm that tired, I'll just go, no. But then, yeah, other times I'm up.
I find out as soon as I go like, I'm like, yeah, that's it, game over. I'm awake for the day now.
Oh, nah, fuck that. No. Oh, body clocks and aging fun.
Yes, but Jamie, we digress.
We do.
What else is Callum treating us this week?
Being itchy must have been a serious problem for knights in armour.
Oh, dude. I find that's one of the worst things ever. Especially when you can't get to it. When it's always at your foot and you got shoes on.
Oh, you do that weird like stamping on your foot finger.
No, but it's on the top and you can't get there.
Yeah.
But could you imagine being a knight? I bet they got there. I bet some fatalities happen that way. I can't reach it. Brian, just get the sword out, mate. Just get the sword out and just get in there. You'll be fine. Yeah, but Dave, what happens if I cut myself? Dave, just get in there, mate. Just fuck it. It's going to take you 5 hours to get that piece of armour off anywhere. You might as well just get sworded. Shing! Oh, well, I was itchy, but now I haven't got an arm, so don't worry about it. It's fine. It's gone. It's gone.
Problem solved, Dave. I just cut my arm off.
Yeah.
Much easier. I always think that whenever I've been to Buckingham Palace and you see the guards that can't fucking move, I always think like, what if they've got like an itchy nose or something? They've just got to stand there.
Oh, I'd be all over it. I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
No, you're arrested, fired. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I had an itchy nose.
What about an itchy arsehole?
Oh, even worse. They're just doing that weird little stand where they're trying not to.
I don't know what, is this worse? The ball bag stuck to the leg or an itch?
Oh.
You know, you move and you kind of do like a little lunge to the side, just to like relief, it's like let it flap around again.
I'd probably say an itch is worse. An itch is easy. Yeah, I'd take because the ball's stuck to the leg thing. You could like say you can do the little stretch thing. You can sort of play it out as doing something, but
be hard to move if you're that guard.
If the guard was, I thought you meant generally.
Oh, itchy balls, mate. As a knight in shining armor. Oh, awful.
Oh no, those poor bastards. I have so much.
I know.
Next time I go to Buckingham Palace, I'll be like, I respect the fact you can't scratch your asshole.
The thing is, they wore armor and still had a shield. Isn't the whole point of the armor to protect you?
No, I'm in a bit of extra protection, I guess.
I love the idea of someone trying to stab someone. The sword just like does a zigzag bend. Like, oh. Because weirdly, whenever you stab somebody in some sort of TV, cartoon, or whatever, the sword always makes the zigzag.
Yeah, I don't quite get why.
Bend. It never bends any other way. It just bends in the zigzag, like it's bent in and down. Why can't it just veer off to the side a little bit? Like, oh.
Which is what would actually happen, yeah.
But wouldn't a zigzaggy sword be worse? Because it's got all those points.
I feel like it's great.
Yeah, be like a saw sword.
Saw sword.
I might slice, I might dice, I don't know. You don't know what's coming.
Have at you with my saw sword.
I'm going to cut, and then... That get your fucking itch, did it? Toblerone. Sir Knight of the pretty obscure rhombus table. The thing is, you learn what a rhombus was in school, and you never need that information ever again.
Nope. I think I've learned more about shapes doing this show with you, to be honest, than I do any of us. Especially dodecahedrons.
Wow. The highlight of this interview. And finally, Jamie, what is Callum treating us this week?
We still don't know if Stacey's mum was trying to seduce a teenage boy or if maybe he was just reading a little bit too much into things.
Oh, the only thing we know for a fact is apparently Stacey's mum has got it going on.
But that's from the perspective of the kid, isn't it? The boyfriend. Oh my god, my brain didn't. My words were in my head and I couldn't get them out. It was really weird. So it's like my brain was talking, my mouth was just going. Is all I could get out. It's from the boyfriend of the daughter.
Yeah,
it?
It's Stacey's.
Stacey's daughter.
No, it's Stacey's boyfriend because it's Stacey's mum that's got it going on.
Oh yeah, sorry. Fucking hellfire. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
It's got a good point though. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what happens in the song now. It's been a while since I've heard that.
All I remember is her swimming and her coming out of a pool in a bikini.
Yes, incredibly slowly.
So I have a feeling that her mum had it going on, but was unaware of said feelings of said kid. That was a bit like Jesus fucking Christ. But do you appreciate MILFs at teenage? You don't really, do you, till you get a bit older?
Well, apparently Stacey's boyfriend did, but
no, well, yeah, but teens tend to like teens, don't they? They like to just mingle in their own realm a little bit. But then teenage girls like to go a bit older for the guys, but the guys don't like to go anywhere. It's weird.
It's big. I don't know. Yeah, when you're a teenager, like if it was celebrities and that sort of thing, you'd look at older women, you'd be like, very nice. But walking down the street, you wouldn't really do that. At least if memory serves. I don't remember having a teenager. No. It's quite weird when you think about it. But there we are.
I always wondered if he ever made it with Stacey's mum. They should have done a song after called Stacey's mum's divorce, and then like all the legal proceedings.
She ran off with her daughter's boyfriend.
They should have made like a whole album out of it, just the whole story. Yeah.
Oh, what a great concept album! That would have been amazing. I'd say they should do it, but they can't really.
It's so sad it's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
But that would have been such a cool idea to make a whole concept thing out of it. So like Stacey's mum, and then like Stacey's mum's divorce, and then Stacey's mum meets Stacey's boyfriend, and then the affair, and then that sort of thing, and then the end is called like court legal proceedings, prison or something. I don't know.
So Stacey's mum goes to prison. The final song,
and then the last song will be called Juvie. I don't know. Something like that.
Definitely should be a thing. If
we ever get Jack Reddit back, we'll have to talk about it.
Yes.
But Callum, oh, unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unreal. As always, we appreciate you so much. So thank you for always treating the nation, the world, and the universe on the weekly. But Jamie, I've got to follow this now.
You do indeed.
It's time for Tom's Journal.
Ooh.
And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Jamie, 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. Unless a leap year is its fate. February hath 28. All the rest hath 3 days more, except January, which hath 6,184.
I like that. And it's very fucking true.
Yes. At least we made it to February now. Fucking hell. And we're already on the 7th. We're flying, boys.
I was going to say, it feels like February's gone really fast. I know it's only 7 days in, but still.
It's only got 29 this year, isn't it?
It is.
Anytime, Jamie, the universe sends me a sign, I'm like, okay, but I think I'll wait for a signier sign.
Signier sign.
Oh, that's made me laugh. Now, I know you're probably not really going to understand this one, okay? We're going to play Manchester City Monopoly.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm definitely not going to understand
this one. So it's football related. So all the football fans or soccer fans, whatever, who support Man City will totally get what I'm talking about. You'll get the gist, though. I have a feeling you'll get the gist at least. So, Monopoly with Manchester City rules, okay? Number 1, all teams start with £1,500, except Man City, who start with 200 million. 2, Man City get to throw the dice first. Unless they score 0, they are immediately advanced to Mayfair and get to buy it. Number 3. All other teams must compete to buy Old Kent Road and Whitechapel only, until Man City have bought Park Lane and developed it along with Mayfair with hotels. 4. When teams pass go, they each get £200, except for Man City, who get 200 million. 5. All community chest and chance cards read advance to Mayfair. 6. If teams are sent to jail, they must pay half their assets to Manchester City. This is because Manchester City own the jail. 2 more. 7. All players must continue the game in good spirit, pretending they don't notice Manchester City have got all the money. And finally, if UEFA fine Manchester City under Monopoly FFP rules, Man City still gets to keep their trophy. That's because Man City own UEFA.
I don't understand the majority of that, but I'm guessing there's some favouritism towards Man City.
Basically, Man City have broken all the financial fair play rules going, as have Everton and Nottingham Forest. Yet Everton and Nottingham Forest have been fined galore and deducted points, whereas Man City have had nothing happen to them.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. All right.
Oh. I wonder how many Man City fans are going to hear this and go, no, actually, I think you'll find.
You know, Dave, Man City fan, works on the pub.
That's the one, yes.
Marine biology professor. So, an octopus can change its colour to mimic its surroundings. When octopi do this, it's called me. An octoli? Professor. No. Metacrosis. Me. Professor. Me. Like some sort of moctopus.
That almost went down as a silly one because of Octoli, but you reeled it straight fucking back in with Moctopus. That was genius.
Oh. No way am I 18 and I've only just found out that a club sandwich stands for chicken and lettuce under bacon.
That's it?
It does indeed.
Did not know that.
There you go.
Chicken and lettuce under bacon, but wouldn't that depend on which way you turn the sandwich around?
Well, then bacon, I don't know, then you'd call it a bulk? Bacon over lettuce and chicken?
Somebody said, yeah, when you're in America, please do that. Just go order a bulk if that's what it is. Just say it's a club sandwich upside down.
Yeah. It's a great show. When God created ducks, waterproof that chicken and give it a kazoo. Oh.
That's fucking brilliant.
You enjoy that one, I take it.
I did like that one. Any edition of a kazoo wins, let's be fair.
That's like waterproof that chicken. Oh, this is true. American sports fans. Defense, defense. British sports fans. All right, lads. I've just worked up a song to the tune of Debussy's Claire de Lune about an opposing player's drunk driving charge. I'll count us off.
As much as football hooliganism and shit just irritates me, things like that makes you proud to be British. The fact they can just make a fucking song about anything, it's genius.
Yeah, Chelsea fans sing If She Don't Come, I'll Tickle a Bum with a Lump of Celery. And I go, celery, celery.
You can, only in Britain. Only in Britain.
Do you know what's really weird? We talked about bears earlier. There's a bear entry here.
Oh! Any terrorists?
If we were bears, we could be sleeping through all this nonsense right now, but no. Let's push buttons and drink out of cups. Oh. You know that feeling of anxiety you get as you're about to walk past the security sensors on your way out of the store, and you think, oh my God, did I just shove that TV up my ass? I can't remember.
It's so funny because we all have it. Like, I know I paid for everything. But you're still getting like, did I buy anything that's got a security tag that might set this off? I don't think I did. And you start going through the whole shopping list in your head.
Yep.
We all do it.
It's when you walk in, you go, what? What, we add stuff?
To fair, most shops these days, the alarm goes off, the security guard just looks and goes, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
You've come to us, I can't chase you around the store, I ain't interested.
My mum was telling me apparently now Sainsbury's, the big stores, the one near Wadden, you have to scan your receipt to get out.
Yeah, done by us. I'm saying the self-scan, you go scan your receipt to get out, yeah.
Yeah, it's mental that. You will never leave. It's like a weird prison, like a shit prison.
Pretty much.
For dinner, Jamie, I want a baked potato with a side of mashed potato and some potato salad and fries.
Ah, that's a lot of carbs.
All the potato, please.
All the potato. Sounds quite delicious at the same time.
Oh, 100%. I'm going to have look for some dins after we've done this. I'm excited, buzzing, starving.
Potato.
And they say modern romance is dead. I love you, bro. Bros for life. Thanks for being my bro. Such bro, very friendship. Oh, always here for you, bro. Then sent 3 roses. Those are broses, by the way, for our bromance.
I don't know how it just turned into a fucking kettle, but
Roses is great.
Roses, that's fucking brilliant. Oh, I love it.
Friends with no kids be like, you want to go to Africa this Friday?
That's me and you, that is. I'm going to go do this today. Okay, I'm not.
I'll give you a couple more. My demeanour when the biscuits are being passed down the table towards me. Acting nonchalant, carrying on my conversation, not even looking at the biscuits, just being aware of them in my peripheral vision. My brain, the biscuits are coming, the biscuits are coming.
Do you ever find if you've got a cup of tea with it as well, you start drinking slower, so you've definitely got some tea when the biscuits get to you?
Oh, mate, all the time.
Not just me.
I might have to go and actually get some biscuits after this.
I was going to say, you got me wanting biscuits now.
Who decided that dragons have arms? They don't need them. I think you'll find that dragons need arms to hug. God damn it, you're right.
There it is.
Oh. And finally, Jamie, this is fucking amazing. So, when I watch The Witcher with my girlfriend, she tends to go to the bathroom within a minute of Cavill appearing on screen. She takes quite some time in there. I don't quite know what she's doing inside, but anyway, it gives me enough time to fap one up to Cavill. Oh, God, so good. Oh, fuck, that's so good. I remember reading it being like, well, she's obviously having a wank. And then when I read the end, I was like, oh, see.
I love the fact that he's a phrase fap one out as well. Made even better.
And that was another edition of Tom's Journal. Oh, God, so funny.
Fucking brilliant.
So funny.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, you know, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com. Mr. Stephen, Mr. Stevens.
Nice, I like it. Using our simpos this week. Well, Jamie to Jamie, Jamie to Jamie, 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 Jamie and J to J to Jamie.
Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
Oh, not an all-time low fan then.
Oh, it's Dear Maria, Count Me In. I got it now.
It is?
Yeah, I got it now.
It was obviously that shit.
I didn't pick up what it was. It's audience participation time.
Time to participate, bitch. Jamie, let's participate, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge. This week, I said, to celebrate the upcoming Super Bowl next weekend, we are asking, if your hometown was to have an NFL team, what do you think it would be called? What say you, Mr. Stevens?
I love that people were trying to like rhyme it. Let's start that again. People were trying to like use the first letter of the town or city for their nickname, but I was going for Aberdeen Granites.
Nice.
Like, because we're the Granite City, so I don't know. The other one that came to mind weirdly was Aberdeen Argonauts, but that's not even a thing out there.
So it's a great name.
That's a great name, isn't it? Yeah.
I expected people to like rip the fucking piss out of where they lived for this, but no one did. I was quite surprised.
What about you?
I struggled with this. I couldn't think of one. I was trying so hard, and then other people commented with good ones for Birmingham. I was like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of
Birmingham blowjobs, Birmingham blowhards?
The obvious one was Birmingham Balls, but then someone commented on one of them saying, "Yeah, that's actually a thing."
That's your it's your British football team, yeah.
Yeah, so there we go.
No one gives a fuck about Birmingham. Like I don't know, like the Birmingham pause.
There you go. That's got to be it now, isn't it? Oh, right. We'll get some audience answers. Jake Smith. Mine would be called the Cinderford Miners. But don't talk to me about the Super Bowl. My team got robbed of a place there. Yes, I'm still bitter from Sunday's loss. Poor Jake. Poor Jake. Are you with him on that one?
He's a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I don't give a shit. Go Steelers.
Oh, Amy Sampson, the Gloucester Growlers. Russell Chandler, the Wolverhampton Wolverines. That's actually a great name. I like that one.
That's a great name, yeah.
That is a great name. Jamie Walker said the Stroud Soundlands, which our friend Nutsy Shelley added, the Stroud 420s.
Was it Sound Lads?
Oh, Soundlands. I read it wrong. Sorry. Soundlads. Yeah. Stroud Soundlands. Soundlads.
But 420s is hilarious. I like that.
I like that one. Martin Skerritt, the Ilminster 1 inches. Great name.
Oh, so good.
Robbie Williams, the Gloucester Gladiators. It's probably not even that original, but I like it. It works.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Now, you might have to help me with this one because Johnny Paul Simpson has not actually said where he's from.
Swindon.
So it's Swindon Storm. There we are.
Which is what their name is anyway. That's what I played for.
Yeah. Phil Jolly. We've got a couple of Birmingham ones here. Phil Jolly, the Birmingham Bostons. Brilliant.
What the hell is that?
It's a black country saying it's bloody Boston, daddies, mate. Boston's good, so that's work. Becky Westwood, the Birmingham Babs. That is what it should be. The Birmingham Babs. Yeah, we're all Bab. Perfect. Your face. It looked like you've just been disgusted so much.
No, I'll tell you after.
Okay. Ruby Goodwin says the Norwich Canaries because that's what they're called. Not that I give a shit. Fair enough.
The football team's called the Canaries.
Yeah, that's probably what she means.
I'm trying to think. The American football team's called. I can't remember now off the top of my head.
I didn't even know they had an American football team.
Yeah, Ipswich are the Cardinals. I know that much. I can't remember Norwich. Norwich, I do have a team, but I can't remember what they're called.
Well, there we are. I didn't even know all Birmingham, like English cities, had American football teams.
Yeah, brick ball. It's massive.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
There we are.
There we are. I'll give you two more from our two favourite contributors. First off, we have Mr. Mally Malpass. He says, the Bristol Ball Grabbers. Yes.
I wonder why everyone kept doing that in Bristol. It was weird.
It's just walk past them. Hello.
It was like a weird, like, you know, the stress ball thing. Like, just did that with a ball sack.
And last but not least, he's back. It's Ryan Williams. We love you, Ryan. He says, so I live in San Jose, California, which is already home to or close to a couple of professional teams. We have the San Francisco 49ers Stadium, about 25 minutes from my house. Hockey, we have the San Jose Sharks. Until 2015, we had an arena football team named the Sabercats. Baseball, we have a minor league team, the San Francisco Giants. However, if we were to have an actual professional football team that we can name ourselves and not just have a stadium nearby, I would think they'll be named the San Jose Microchips, because it'd be pretty cool considering that we're in the heart of the Silicon Valley. Or I heard that Eggo waffles were invented in San Jose, so we could be called the San Jose Waffles. San Jose Waffles, I like that.
I love that he lives right by the 49ers Stadium, Levi Stadium. That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I want the Niners to win the Super Bowl anyway this weekend, so I think it's about time.
Just to see Taylor Swift just not get proposed to.
Well, no, I've never been a big fan of the Chiefs anyway. So
no.
I just think the Niners deserve it. So to be honest, that's just me. There we are. But thank you to everyone that participated in Jamie's challenge. As always, we appreciate those answers so very, very much. We can't thank you enough for those. But most importantly, if you want to follow us on any social media, it's at TCO Pod or the Chronicles of Podcast, either one will do. And please come and subscribe to us on YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Hit the bell to get notified of when new videos are released and comment to your heart's content. So that's all social media at TCO Pod and YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Make sure you get your fill of us, please.
Oh, yeah. And of course, before we have to get out of here, we have to say a thank you to a few of our friends. Every single piece of music you heard on this show today was brought to you by one man, and that man's name is Mr. Matt Roberts. Check him out all social medias at Matt Roberts Music. Go check out his beautiful back catalogue. And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry and his SayWeCanFly.shop. Head on over there, get yourself a CD, a vinyl, hoodies, t-shirts, signed photos, you name it, the man's got it all. Check it out. And when you've decided what you like, add it to the checkout and enter that discount code, The Chronicles, get yourself 10% off that order. And last but not least, we have to say a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are stamping out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. They're doing some incredible work. They posted earlier on today about training 22 people to give out their training courses. And as well, they shared on social media the other day, another poor young man was attacked simply because of the way he was dressed, because he was an emo kid. That is literally the only rhyme or reason. It shows why this foundation and the message they spread is so damn important still today. So please head on to sophielancasterfoundation.com, see what you can do to help and show some love and support towards the foundation. And last but not least, a massive thank you to this handsome fella right here for joining me yet again.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Another great episode once again.
Indeed, another great edition.
Massive thank you to Daniel and to Honey for joining us from Tenside. It was just absolutely amazing interview. We had so much fun talking to you guys. But as for this week, we'll see you all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.